Are you ready? It's that show. It's that show you've heard about. It's that show you tell your friends about. It's that show you don't want to miss. We keep it real, we keep it raw, we don't hold back. It's Girl Talk. We are at the Wall Street Stock Bar, and we are supporting the bar part. So, our plus one, what is our second question?
I'm trying to make sure I word it right.
Well, we'll ask for clarification.
Why do women feel like a man having more than one woman is a problem?
Oh, Jesus, Lord, have mercy.
You being for real right now?
Did you hear him?
I'm not playing. Why does a woman...
Before I answer
let me
that.
say this right.
No, I get it.
For the average woman, I don't want to... Just for the percentage of women that feel like it's a problem with having more than one woman, what is the problem with that?
Before we answer, I'm sure we all would like to know, would you be with a woman that had more than one man? It could just be yes or no. You don't got to elaborate. I just want to know. I want to know your opinion.
Elaborate. It's
Yeah.
only one way. I will have to elaborate.
Oh, well, go ahead. Yeah.
She's not me.
Oh.
That answers everybody's question. All right, go ahead. I'm going to go last.
Okay, so I usually go last.
Oh, never mind.
So
Sorry. My bad. Go ahead. You the boss. My bad.
Whoever want to take this question
like
first.
Go ahead, go first. So I can answer.
For the percentage of women that have a problem with it, what is the problem with a man having more than one woman?
Okay, so for me,
No, that's one woman. That's polygamy.
polygamy. So I feel like this is how I feel. I feel in every individual's relationship, it is determined what you desire, what you want, what you're going to do in your relationship. You guys make you make the relationship. For me, I probably am selfish, so I don't want to share my person, right? And it's knowingly share my person, right? So I don't want to share my person. I want what we build together. What we share together. I don't want a third person in there. I don't want to even feel that I'm in competition with somebody else, because it probably would go to that, because it's not something I desire. Now, if I was into polygamy and I was still at the age where I wanted to have kids and build a family and things like that, I could see maybe that could happen. That's because I'm older now. But if you had asked me when I was young, I would have said hell to the no. But I understand what the perception is, or what people say the reason for polygamy. I don't necessarily think that everybody who does it, I sort of feel like it's a way for ninjas to just have more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, because half the time, many of them aren't able to take care all the women, or the women, especially if they're supposed to be the provider. You get what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about it.
All right, y'all. Woo, this is spicy. Okay. So here's what the problem. I don't even want to go biblically. I ain't going there. What I'm going to say is the problem that women have with it is that you're not even giving us the choice to decide if that's something we want to participate in. You doing it on your own. Let me tell you, there are women out here that want what you want and that will do what you want to be done. But in the confines of a relationship, we need to have that conversation. And if you're not willing to have a conversation with me and tell me, hey, babe, yo, I want more than one woman, are you down? Is that something you into? But I find out on the back end, you got 3 women, and now you done put me in a position of a polyamory or polygamy, and that's not something I wanted to participate in. So that's the problem that women have. You putting us in a situation that we didn't sign up for because you didn't have a conversation with us. You weren't man enough to talk about it up front. That's my 2 cents about it.
I respect that. I respect it.
I have the 100% same opinion as Sheena. I'm sure if most men just started with that, we would just leave y'all where y'all at.
You can go find what you're looking for.
But the problem is, along with many other things, y'all be wanting the type of person that basically, like she said, there's women that would do that, but them don't be the type of girls y'all want. Y'all want the girl that wants a family and wants this and want that. Y'all want to go for that instead and kind of play it your way instead of getting somebody that wants that. But to circle back and go back to your answer to my question, your answer, which was, not for me. He said, she's not me. That's what you said, right? Mm-hmm. That right there just shows me you wouldn't see your partner as an equal in the relationship.
Why would I?
Okay.
Well, there's
No,
that.
see, that's the thing. Ask me the question too, though. Like, but see,
I did.
You see, because
That was your answer.
No, but see, this the stereotype we was talking about earlier. Nobody is asking me why I'm responding the way I'm responding.
literally just asked you, and you said because she's
Well,
not. Why would I?
just said y'all just side. Y'all didn't.
Okay. So why don't you see a woman as an equal in a relationship? Why don't you see your partner? Because the word is partner. Why don't you see that person as your equal?
Because the woman cannot do what the man can do.
And neither can the man. I don't see you pushing out no kids.
I don't need to push out the kids.
Oh.
I'm telling you, you can't play the role as a man.
And you can't play the role as the woman.
I'm not trying to be the woman.
And neither are we. That's why we need each other. That's why it's an equal. That's why it's 50-50 to make 100.
What point are we proving right now, then? If you just told me to show the difference between the equal, what point is we proving then? If I just told you the difference between the equal of me and you. If I just told you you don't amount up to me as a man because you can't.
But just because you say that don't make it true.
It's shown out here.
It's not. It's a lot of men it's a lot of women that's doing way better than they men. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh, we can talk monetary because it's a lot of men that take that Nissan Maxima while that girl at work all day and come back. It's a lot of baby boys out here. It's a lot of Jodies.
Monetary. It always becomes a monetary thing when we talking about the value.
It can be
of the
anything.
We're not speaking on
it don't
monetary
have to be
values.
monetary.
That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
And the crazy thing is,
as the existence of the feminine divine and the masculine divine, you do not equalize to him. No matter how much you try to put it. This is science.
But the crazy thing is, normally the monetary part is put on the man.
I don't care how much you try to articulate it to put it in the way you want it to be right.
So if that's the case, why don't men just date men if they need somebody at that caliber? If that's the case, why y'all keep chasing something that you don't feel is at the same level as you? Oh, men chase a lot.
Men not chasing, they tolerating. That's the thing.
So why don't y'all? So why don't y'all deal with men? Why don't y'all deal with men?
Because guess what? In the meantime, he gonna need to come get some here and there, and that's why he come get you. Simple.
Baby.
That's what it is. That's just what it is.
Baby, it's a lot to unpack here. It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack here.
Indeed.
No, that's your version of honesty. I feel like you keep taking your opinion. No, you keep confusing your opinion with the truth and with reality.
You go outside, you see it.
No.
You see it everywhere,
No.
every day.
Have you only ever lived in Milwaukee? Have you lived like other places?
Oh yeah, of course I've been other places.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is everywhere.
So I'm just gonna. Why am I like the lowest mic up here? I'm just gonna answer the question that was. Thank you. I'm just gonna answer the question because all that other stuff was just a lot.
I don't be trying to go there.
But we gonna touch on that. But I just want to answer the question first. I want to get my turn to answer the question. Then we gonna go back around. Mm-hmm. Co-host Paige. What is going on here? I'm just not sure. This live audience just okay. So as far as your answer to why women, you said why women have a problem with men having more than one woman, and I think that it is not all women that have a problem with it, and I think that more so, again, it's somewhat of a stereotype just in our society that we are conditioned to monogamy. In the United States, we're conditioned to monogamy. I personally do not believe that monogamy is natural for humans. That is what science says. Not just for men, but also for women. There are penguins are monogamous. There's some type of monkey that's monogamous. See, the original definition, and I did this whole thing on my page one day. I have really in-depth discussions on my Facebook page. I've been doing it for years. Anyway, the original definition of monogamy was one for life, mono. So like with penguins, once they mate, if they mate die, they just be wilding around by themselves for the rest of the time. It's one for life. That's what monogamy is, okay? So what we are now in this society, we are serial monogamous because we believe in one at a time. Some of us believe in one at a time. Now, this whole misogynist, patriarchal society, they put men at this level, right? They wrote the Bible, and so they said, because it's in that book, but I'm not going to get into religion because I know we have people who, anyway. So it's in that book, so people say, this is what you got to do, you know, you got to submit and this and that and the other. That's because what a man wrote. The man wrote that. The man wrote it. So he believed it because that's what he wrote.
You know,
right?
that's true.
That's
It's
what he wrote. So he
100%,
believed it. Anyway, so none of us humans are monogamous naturally. That is why cheating is at such a high rate, divorce, all that kind of stuff. Everybody be cheating. You got 5 and 6 baby mamas and 6 and 7 baby daddies and stuff, because it is natural for us. What's natural for us is to be attracted to somebody else, right? Because some people are attracted to the same sex. I don't knock them either. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You know, as long as you ain't trying to bring me into it, because that ain't my thing, right? But it's your thing, more power to you. So it's natural for us to be attracted to another human, and it is natural for us to desire sex. Those two things are natural. And so how we manage those two things is your choice. Now, if you get a couple together and they both decide, because I knew a couple in Chicago, they both were like, okay, we don't want to be monogamous. They're monogamous now, but now they older, right? So now they done did all of that stuff. They're like, all out. Okay, we done with that. But when I met them, 10, 15 years ago, I met them because they wanted me to be the girlfriend. I was like, well, no, because that's not me. But if two people decide, whatever two people decide in their relationship, then that's what they do. I don't knock nobody for doing whatever make them happy in their relationship. And don't knock me for doing whatever make me happy in my relationship, right? So not every woman is going to oppose a man having more than one woman.
Yeah, that's true.
But a lot of those same women may, not all, because some, monogamy is a choice. So she can choose to say, okay, you the only man I want. But it's okay if you have another woman. She might choose to say that. Right. Now, I would choose to say, if you got another woman, I'm going to have another man. See? But see, that's how men handle it. They be like, oh, no, hell no. Ain't no third leg coming up in here. Because, again, this patriarchal society, am I saying that word right?
Yes, ma'am. Say it again. Say it again.
Patriarchal society has determined that they are in charge, not because they are smarter, because we know at this point they not all of them anyway, are necessarily smarter. Not necessarily because they're smarter, but a lot of men think that just because they were born with a penis, that gives them some power. You know what? And the thing about that is a lot of women control your penis. I just don't know if you know that. But there's a lot of women that control men's penises. And they get all kind of stuff. Go to the strip club. I done had stalkers. I mean, it's a lot of women that control men's penises. But y'all think that is the prize. That ain't the prize. And so you know what? Here's the thing. If you don't value that thing that's between your legs, and if we don't value that thing that's between your ears, so then where is your value? Because all of y'all thought process, no, not you personally. I'm just saying. But, if you saying that your penis don't make you a man, but we looking at you and your thought process is all fucked up, and so we don't respect you. Right. So then who are you valuable to? Because we might only value your penis if it worked.
You see how this sound though?
Did you have
see how this sound?
You said what?
I think Will wanted
How this sounds though?
How what sound?
To value the penis.
It really depends on where you are in life.
I mean,
Sometimes that's just
I'm not gonna lie, like
that just
to
be
me,
what it
this
is.
To me, this is me. I just feel like that's lust. No matter how you look at it, like that really comes back to lust. It's not really you valuing his penis. You taking the physical and you adjusting that to what fits your needs. Like
most reasons people have sex anyways because of love.
Right.
that's
So
what
I'm just saying, what is
take
it that
two to
makes you?
tango, though. Men do the same
That's
thing.
the point I'm making now. So you can't have room for open, for any other open qualities of something if you're automatically coming in operating on lust.
No, but
Because
my real point was this. So what is it? So you talk about your man. You talk about, men talk about being a man. And some of the men that I hear really put emphasis on, I'm a man, so I'm this, I'm that, I'm big and bad. Their mentality is so screwed up. From having male friends. I have a lot of male friends, and they all have different levels of intellect. Because I like conversations.
Right.
So you got to be able to talk to me about some stuff.
Absolutely.
And I've been talking to people just doing this show since 2011. I done talked to hundreds. I might have even hit 1,000. I don't know. But I done talked to hundreds of people about a lot of different topics. I have a show on finance and investing. I talk to a lot of people about a lot of different things. So you can't just show up and talk to me about some random stuff that you think off the top of your head, because I've already probably researched it. Because one of the things, see, Tauruses, they just always think they right. But Leos refuse to be wrong.
Yeah.
But this Taurus is different. She gonna do her research. But Leos are going to, because Leos don't want to be wrong. We gonna research. There's a Leo over there. We gonna do some research so that we know what we talking about when we say it. Because we can't stand to be wrong. So my thing is, in listening to people say stuff to me, I know when you're wrong, because I done probably researched some stuff on that. So what is it about being just you a man? They said you were a boy, a male, when you were born, only because you came out with a penis. What is it about that penis that makes you better than the rest of us that came out with a vagina?
You asking me? Who you asking?
You can. You can.
What makes your
absolutely.
penis better than my vagina? Because
The
basically,
focus was never the penis or the vagina.
But that's
It's
the deciding
essence.
factor
It's
of
the
if you're going to be a
essence.
boy or a
It's the
girl.
essence.
You don't have
The
an
essence
essence
of
when you're a
what?
baby.
You don't have your essence when what?
When you're a baby, the only thing that differentiates a man and a woman is what body part you were
Come
born
here
with.
with essence. Your essence don't never leave. It's always with you. What you mean? You don't
can you
leave?
define
It's
essence
like-
for me? Because I'm slow.
What you mean? Your natural existence, your natural culture, your natural heritage, where you come from, who you are, that most people do not know. Most people don't even know what tribe they come from. None of this stuff. And all this, it literally is parallel to who you are. So if you don't even know who you are, you don't know how to operate out here. You're gonna go off of everything else that is outside of you because you don't know who you are.
So you saying that I need to know what tribe I came from?
You need to know who you are.
Okay,
So my people were Creek Indians
But
that turned into Sioux Indians. We
okay,
were
but do you
warriors.
follow the rituals of what they of
What?
the ri-
I
do you
am
follow the
living
rituals
in the
that they
United
carry?
States.
Huh?
I live in the United States now. I don't even know any other Sioux
I know, but what I'm
Indians.
saying,
What I'm
it
gonna
goes
do?
deep. Okay, once you go to the first step of figuring out who they is, now you take the next step. Okay, well, what did they reside on? How did they move? What did they put on the high podium of of the priorities they had? Like,
But
this
when,
is the-
okay, my thing is,
They didn't
my
make
thing
it.
is, okay, so if we going off of, we taking it back. It's always been men over women. It's always been men over women because that's what a man said, correct? That's what you're, am I
We're not
wrong?
even talking about men over women.
We
I
are.
Yeah, that was your question.
Y'all asked me about
are.
the essence. I went off your question.
No, you
and
said I
You
said
said
the
they're
essence.
never
I needed you
equal.
to define the essence.
So you were,
Because I didn't know what you was talking about.
That was what we stemmed
from.
from.
We was on the essence.
But
part, and you-
the original question where we were talking about men and women being equal. She
Y'all got
said,
me all
because
over
you're a
the
man, what makes you better than a woman? That was the whole
I
thing.
just told, and that's where I went.
Right.
To the
So I
essence.
had a question, and you said, "Where are you getting that from?"
From what
That's
you
where
mean?
we're
What you
getting it
mean?
from. Do you want me to ask my question or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, if we going back to that, it's always been men over women. It's always been men over women for so long. That's just how it is. We should never change it. If that's the case, everybody sitting in this room should still be in chains, because back then they said white people was better than us. And if everything should just be the same, that's what it would be. So would you agree with somebody that's non-black sitting in your face and saying, well, I'm better than you just because I was born with a non-black essence? I'm not like you. I'm better than you.
First off, like, I don't want to look like I'm going around your question, but I'm gonna just say this to you because I don't think y'all really get where I'm trying to come from. I've never said one time the man was better than the woman. I told you the woman is not me. So let me make that clear first.
Right, we'll never be equal.
So you're not, okay.
I said the woman is not me. I never identified whether who's better or nothing. I just said the woman is not me. Second off, the woman is above me. Because without the mother, without the woman, I wouldn't be here.
Well, there you go.
So I wouldn't dare put the woman. No, but listen to what I'm trying to tell you, though. I apologize for keep hitting your mic.
No, it's okay.
No, but the point that I'm making is, regardless of the fact, she still doesn't carry what I carry as a masculine divine. She carried what she carries
right, as a feminine,
divine.
and you don't
That's
have
true.
the feminine. So what we're saying is the same way you don't compare to me.
Who don't have the
It's
feminine?
the
You. The feminine, that's the yin and the yang. The feminine and the masculine goes hand in hand.
right.
I
So
have to
you're
have
the masculine, we're the feminine.
I have to have feminine in order to even show you what you need to be shown as a woman. I have to
No,
step
baby,
into
that's
my
not how it
femininity.
works. I
Yes,
apologize
is
to
how
you.
it
That is
works.
not how that works. That is
You can
not
go
how
look
that
into
works.
this.
That's not how it works.
Go look into it.
What woman in
yourself.
here want
I
their
have-
man to be feminine?
What you think? What is feminine to you? What is feminine to you?
Honestly,
What-
men
hold
are
on.
supposed to have the yin and the
Yes, that's yin.
It is a given. There's a
What is
yin and a
feminine to
yang.
you?
There's the masculine and
what
the
is
you
feminine
have
to
to
you?
But
have
what's
both.
masculine to you? It could be the
No,
same.
because you just said
Because
they have
I
to
know a
change,
lot
so
of
now
men
I
who
wanna
will
ask you
sit
a
and
question
say,
like
I
I'm
don't want no
asking you a
one.
question.
Right, but I'm saying it's.
Because we say feminine, excuse me.
That's what I'm saying. What is feminine to you?
Because we say feminine, we're like, oh, you're not flaming.
Exactly.
It ain't about
It don't
that.
mean
And
that.
that's what I
It's-
mean
it's
when I say
under-
women
it's
can have
understanding.
masculine as well, but it's not. Oh, I'm a
Women
man.
can't
I'm
have
this. I'm
masculine.
that. Would you want your woman to sit at home and never work? Would you be okay with providing for a woman that don't work? It's a lot of men that say my woman's not gonna sit at home and sit on her behind and not do nothing all day. But in the sense of gender roles, me working is masculine. I shouldn't have to go to
That's
work.
definitely masculine.
Okay, but my thing is, are you going to sit and provide and take care of a woman?
Yes. That's my duty. What you mean? That's provide and protect. Yes. Yes. But the thing is, while I'm doing this, is you gonna be patient enough to stay while I'm doing this.
What's
That's the
patient?
thing.
Ain't no patient to stay, baby. Either you're doing it or you're not.
I'm saying if I'm doing it,
you-
can you not get bored? Can you not feel like you missing out on life? Can you not feel like all this stuff around you is starting to consume you enough to where this don't matter no more over here?
But
in the
can
house?
you do the same?
If I'm doing the part by providing and protect, that's my part. We talking about you as a nurturer, though. We talking about is you gonna do your part.
Okay, so let's put a pin right there, and let's go back.
What is we talking
And
about?
hold on, and let's go back to the question. So you said you providing and protecting. She's at home, but you have more than one woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen to
Because
what I'm
that
saying.
the nurturing
So
don't
you
got
must
nothing
have
to
been
do with
bored
being
somewhere
bored and
along
getting
the
bored
line.
and all
Let me
that.
help you see where I'm
It's two
coming
different
from, right?
things.
Let's take a guy that's a high maintenance, right? Which is with the woman, because most women operate off hypergamy. She's looking for that stat. She want to go up. So when you take a high class man, you give her to this woman, she is looking for him to provide and protect naturally. Cool. But the thing is, you might not possess everything that this man sees.
Now it's a caveat. Okay, so pick a woman that does and do right.
Okay, and he will. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He will do that. He will remove you and go get what he
So
needs.
leave me alone to begin with. Why you gotta
But he
have
never
both? What?
presented you. I'm just telling you. See, and the thing about it is, you keep making this about you. I'm not.
It's not
pointing
about
this
me.
at- this is
This
a
damn
general
show ain't
thing,
about me.
But this is general about the. This is just all together overall. I'm not speaking on a certain person. But that's what it's seeming like. When you're talking, it's like I gotta be in this combative mode with you. I'm not on that with you. I'm just simply saying that this is how it operates. The man is looking at the woman in this way, and yes, he's out here doing all this and all that. You think he's not going to be convinced or influenced by what he see while he out here? Of course, he's going to be that because that's in his nature. It has nothing to do with him being, oh, he's sorry.
So
he
y'all
ain't
could just
nothing.
never
No,
do
his
right. Y'all just
nature-
programmed to do
A man
that.
can love more than one woman.
A
But
woman can
can't
love
woman
more.
can
Yes,
love-
she can.
Yes.
A woman can- no,
Yes,
will
she
not.
can. We. Oh, well, you ain't got to tell on yourself, girl. But anyway.
So you know what happens? You know what happens when that take place? Guess what happens then? Since you say you can, right? Okay. Because a woman, this is the thing about it. I can go sleep with this woman, this woman, this woman, this woman, but guess what? Only one woman out of the woman, only one woman out of those women is gonna be my main one that I'm looking at. Like,
But you're gonna get all 9 of them pregnant.
Let me get to the point. When it comes to a woman, the man gets her mind. Once he gets her mind, the body follows. So she's not gonna be focused on this one guy over here. If he get her mind, that's who gonna have her body. Simple.
So you saying that women don't get men's minds? Because I'm just saying
You must not know.
that is not how life really works. I'm just saying that
mind.
ain't how life works.
You can have his mind, but guess what? He is still go get with old girl until you get your mind back together. Simple.
But you just told me I gotta be patient while you getting it together. But you can go and do what you want to do.
What I can do, I'm telling you how.
Being the older
I'm just
person
giving
on the
you
panel.
I'm giving you the blueprint of it, basically. And I'm telling you, when a woman does that, let's be real, she looks like a 304. No matter how you society, either way it go, you lose.
I think
They
it's
still gonna
crazy
look at
how
you like
for
that.
me to fall
But
in love
for-
with 2 people, I look like a 304. But for you to be with one person, you're supposed to be committed to that person, and you go tricking off with 3 and 4 and this one and this one and this one and getting that person pregnant and having that one have an abortion. You still a high value man at the end of the day. That's what you think. That's
That's what
insane.
they
That's
think.
a
Let me
mental
ask you-
illness.
That's the key.
That's a
Yep,
mental
that's the phrase.
illness.
That's what you
in
think.
Anything that you where in anything that you just said, and I'm asking the question, where in anything that you just said takes away or devalues him from being that high class man?
100. What the hell? If you want out here, if
That's
you
not
out
a
here
high
spreading
value
your
man at all.
seed, if you out here spreading your seed when
no
you are
integrity.
supposed to be loyal to one person, you are a low down dirty man. The problem
See,
is
that's
y'all
Low
have an
down
inflated
dirty
sense
shame.
of
Here's
self,
though.
and y'all think because y'all
You
are
trying
these
to
black
take him
men.
out his nature.
No,
though.
you're trying
That's
to
the
take
thing.
no,
You
no.
taking him out of his
Oh my
nature.
Lord.
If this is his,
No, but if it's in your nature, don't be in a relationship. What you in a
That's what I'm
relationship
trying
for
to tell
then?
you, love.
Don't
I'm
be in a
telling you that.
relationship.
I'm
It's that
telling you.
simple.
It's the same thing I just said earlier. He will leave you and go get that one.
But the thing is, if you know that's what you want, then why not start there? Why do you have to be a little boy and play with other people's feelings and play about what you want?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the typical woman that is coming in his life is coming playing those same games. and
No,
he
it
gonna play
sound
back
like
with
you
it.
got mama
He gonna
issues,
play
and
back-
it sound like you gotta go to therapy and
have
fix.
no
Not
issues
you,
or nothing.
not you, but men, y'all got mother issues or womanly figure issues
No,
because
see, the thing is,
assume
your
that.
mama is the one who told you to watch for the women.
And
like
my
this.
daddy is the
That's
one who
the
told
thing,
me to
the-
watch for y'all, but when y'all always saying daddy issues,
there's
y'all
the
always
daddy.
screaming daddy
Your
issues.
daddy, hey, listen, your daddy gonna tell you to watch for the ninjas. He not telling you to watch for no man because he know how men operate. He not gonna tell you to watch for
Your
this.
daddy
He gonna
tell
make
you
sure go in
everything.
that direction.
Your daddy tell you everything. Your daddy
Baby,
tell
your
you
daddy
everything.
tell you hello from a
Depending on
woman
what
that
kind of
had her
daddy you
daddy.
got, your daddy tell you
He
everything.
told you so much. Why 85 to 90% of the world of women right now is single?
Because the daddies is leaving and they're not handling their
You know why?
responsibility.
You know why
Obviously, the
some of them are
words that the daddy
single?
told them didn't
You
hit
know,
right.
You know why some of them are single? Because a woman that had a father that told her how and showed her, more importantly, showed her how a man is supposed to treat her. She not gonna just go for
not
any old thing.
taking
You
that.
gotta
She ain't
show
having
me.
that.
You can't just tell me shit because I ain't gonna
Right.
believe your words. My daddy always told me that people use words to lie. So I'm not listening to your words. I'm listening to what you show me.
Actions. Thank
So
you.
oftentimes a woman is single like me. Well, there's a few reasons I'm single, but anyway, a woman is single because she ain't met that one that showed her what she need to see. Because a lot of men show up. I was just dating this dude. A lot of men show up and they think they high value men because they have a business and they got some money and they got some this and that and the other. But that don't make you no good man. That don't make you a high value
That's
man.
right.
One part though.
Right.
You said a man will, you gonna come across the one that know how to treat you right. So you mean to tell me, depending on that age bracket, whether you 30, 40, however years
Oh, I've been
old-
married.
No, but I'm just saying.
I've been married. Just
How
in case that's
long
what
does
you
it take for this good guy to pop up in the picture? Where is he at?
Listen.
And to be honest, I'm pretty sure he
I
really
feel
already
sorry
came.
for the women
I'm
in
pretty
y'all
sure he already
age group
came, but the
because
thing
a
was,
lot of the men
you
in
didn't
that
like what
age
you
group,
saw, or you
y'all
didn't
got it all twisted
All
up.
the way
Y'all got it all
back- all
twisted.
the
I'm so
way
glad I'm not
backwards.
30.
I'll let y'all-
I
I'll
am
let
glad
y'all
I'm not
go.
20 or
I'm not
30
putting
because these men in this age group, y'all got it all messed up. I would never date none of y'all, and it don't matter about me because you know I'm older, so it don't matter if I would date none of y'all anyway. But I'm just saying. If this was what I had to choose from back then, because in my age group, the men showed up and they showed out. They
Right.
wanted you to know what they was about. They showed because
did.
marriage starts before a piece of paper. A relationship starts before I say, okay, I'm gonna commit to
Right.
you because you gonna show. Back in my day, the men showed up and they showed you how they were going to treat you.
Absolutely.
Y'all do a whole lot of this talking about I'm a man and
That was your
I got
generation.
essence
This
and I
generation
came
is
from this
operating
and that.
different.
And
They not
I
moving
don't
like
care
that.
where you came from. I want to
No,
know
it's
how you
about
going to
me.
treat
I'm
me.
saying they got-
I'm just saying.
you gotta
I was
adapt.
still finishing my sentence. But okay, here. Come on up here.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh, come
No,
on.
let
Come
me
on,
finish what I was
Sheree.
gonna say.
I know that she got something to say.
Okay, let him finish right quick. Okay, go ahead.
Along with what she said about debunking some things,
Oh, she got the notes.
Yes.
I did write some notes because, you know, we had to wait till you guys open up the floor. And to debunk things, like she said, I experienced this myself. So I'm just going to speak from my perspective and things. When I was younger, guys messing with girls and messing with this girl and that girl, or whether she be a pretty girl or the other girl be a rat, and I don't know if I too much cared about that. But now, like I said, I'm off 3rd and Keith, 3757 North 3rd Street. I went to Green Bay Avenue Elementary School. When I tell you, yeah, I'm from the hood. And so as I got older and as I got a lot of things for myself, like my father was 84 when he passed away. So my dad was born in 1933. I had an older father. So I had a lot of direction from my father too. And my mama was the tough one. You know, she was tough on her girls. Like she treated us like the little boys. And as I got older and I started to realize this, you know, within like the last 5 years, a guy can come to me and I can see who he used to mess with within like a year, and that'll turn me off. And I'm gonna tell you why. Cause it'd be like, you like that, and then I'm not that.
We're not the same.
Like we're not the same, right? And I think that I didn't realize this about me or about them until I started recognizing me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like a lot of times that women, I had to self-reflect on myself and be like, I wasn't raised like that, but I wasn't raised like that either. And then if you used to that, and I'm just now like this, I'm just now here, this 2025, not just 2025, we only a couple months in, but now of course I own a bar, so it's a million dudes trying to get at me,
Right.
And I just be not interested, right? And people will be like, they think they high value, and they think that they got this and they got that and they got money and they got cars and they got money and they got this and they got jewelry and they got Cardis and they got blah blah blah, and I be like, that's not my type anymore. That rough love ain't it for me no more.
Right.
Because I grew up with that rough love, not from my father. I was a princess, but because of my own choices in life, I had the rough love. It was always the street niggas. Now it's like, I talk to a dude with some high waters on, with the nerve. Because guess what? Listen, because at the end of the day, when I'm with him and I'm still me, like I'm dressed down today. I had a lot to do today, but when I'm me and I'm out with him and he got his suit on and he, looking however he look, I mean, he gonna always be put together though. Like that's the one thing. I'm a visual person. I'm like a man. I'm visual. No one's ever looked at me and was like, why is she with him? They'd be like, how he get her?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'd be
Right.
like, how he get her?
Right.
So I think that as I got older, I started to realizing my own value, that sometimes we don't recognize ourselves, and sometimes like somebody can be like, Cherese, you're so pretty, and I'll be like, whatever. But they'd be like, just say thank you.
Right.
And I'd be like, okay, thank you. You know, I don't look at myself as Cherese, like I don't look at myself as that. I'd be like, like I'm all right, like because I see girls that are so pretty and so beautiful, and that's what society has had us looking at, like all the time. And then, and so let me say that that as you get older, your values change.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
They
And so
absolutely do.
right now, like of course, I'm 42, but I can talk to the son or the daddy.
Yes, boo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
I can talk to either one. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk to the daddy and the son, But my values have changed as my finances have changed too.
Right.
When I got more in life, and I was like, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to talk to that because that might compromise what I got going on.
Right.
And I didn't think about that before. I would blow it all. Like, but I love him.
Right.
Yeah, like, but I love him. You know, like that was me, and I would be like, I don't care if they don't think that I should love him. I love him. Like, you know, that was me. Like, that's how I thought until I had something to lose. You
Right.
know, and so. I also want to know, since you're talking about our history and, you know, just like the nature of the world, as far as like the animal kingdom, who is the king of the jungle?
Lion.
Oh, really? So do you, what? So do you know what, do you know what
From
happens?
the aspect of what,
Right,
what the
right,
world
right.
views it
Absolutely,
as, it's
absolutely.
lion.
And so do you know what the female lion does? What does she do?
No, I'm saying.
You know what she does?
Yeah.
So the female lion are known to mate with hundreds of times with multiple males during her fertile period, right? And one thing I didn't know this, social media is like amazing, right? Because some things that was never taught to us in school, like we thought, oh my God, the lion is the king of the jungle. And, you know, guys are the lion because they, you know, they were. And, you know, like that's what we thought. But really the queen is that, you know, that lioness.
The lioness.
She really that Negro, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She really him. You know why? Because she actually really runs it. And as you debunk the animal kingdom, the king of the jungle ain't nothing without that lioness. Like, and she not. And I'm gonna tell you this. And I Googled it just to make sure that when I came up here, I knew what I was talking about because I had scrolled through on Instagram and I was seeing something like that. And it is true. And I'm showing you, like, she has multiple men.
Yeah.
And she
And
mates
they
because
fight over her.
and they fight over her, right?
Who
And
ain't doing no chasing?
I would
Right?
I would combat that, but even if I say what I say, it's just,
No, and it's okay too. And then also, let me just say this too. I didn't know this until I got older about, and this ain't no diss to no man. I do now because I've been in therapy for 3 years. I do look at how people were raised.
It's important.
And I
It's
look at how a
important.
man's moms treat him.
Yep.
And I look at
Yep.
and I look at that because you got to think about it. Sometimes men are not trying to find a woman, they want a mom.
Hello.
And I don't mean a mom like wiping my ass.
Yeah.
I mean
Right.
a mom like, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you
Right.
take care of me? Can you
Right.
like and sometimes
Yeah.
when we trying to, you know, it's not the same. Like she said, like, so back in the day, it's not the same. So even just to be real, like, everybody might not want to understand what I'm saying, but you know, the older people, they understand. Back in the day, the women took care of the household. They took care of the kids. They kept the house. They washed the clothes. They did everything. They fucked, they sucked, they shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
That's what they did.
Right.
And the man brought home the bacon, right?
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people don't understand that even when the men brought home the bacon and the women were the ones taking care of the household and never working, if that woman up and left, he didn't even know how to pay a bill.
Right, you made the money. We did. We
Because
made
like I
it
said,
do it
like I
do.
said,
You
my
made the money.
my daddy was
We
born in
distributed the money.
1933. My parents are from Mississippi, so I am the offspring. You know, they were some older parents, so we like one off from slavery. You know what I'm saying, on my family. And I knew how when somebody left. Like, oh, granddaddy been crippled ever since grandma left. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? He kind of fell off because he didn't even know how to pay the bills. She was taking care of so much in the household because she really was the queen. And even if he was out in the street cheating, a lot of times that I realized, even from like their perspective of monogamy, I realized that it really been cheating for forever. And but us humans have been against it for forever, right? And I think to myself, like, why do we rebel against a man having multiple women when they've been doing this since David in the Bible, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's the oldest history book we know. And so I think about it also, the fact that our grandparents, by the time we got to our grandparents, they were like 70 or 80 and they had went through their bull crap already. But granddaddy had somebody else too, and sometimes grandma did too, because you know your uncles and your aunties don't all look alike.
They don't. They don't. That is true.
Cause I got that in my family too. Like uncle don't quite look like the rest of us. And yeah, so that's that. And then Oh, as far as a high value man. So a lot of men think that they're high value because they're arriving at this place where they're having their own money, or they're arriving at a place where, and it's always so monetary, like dick, right? There's a lot of great dick out here, right?
Right.
And if there's a lot of great dick out here,
Right.
let's just say,
It's the truth.
you know, there's a lot of great dick out here, right? But if the dick was so good, why he still searching?
Because he not looking
Right,
for
but
what
you're right though too, because we got a lot of. I think what happened was, I think the women have gotten to the point where they, and you know, and I praise young women because, like I said, I'm 42, and I look at the girls that are like 32 and the girls that are like 25, and they be like, "F these Negroes,"
And they don't like that. They don't like that we play the same
Yep,
game. That
yep,
be the problem.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I love that for them. You know why I do? Because I look sometimes back in the day when I was so dumb, and I see it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was so dumb, like,
Facts.
forgiving. And
yeah.
I be seeing, you know, I work at a bar, so I be seeing young girls at the end of the bar, they be talking. I be like, talk your shit. Like, get them, girl. Like, you know, and I'm not no hater to them, because you know why? I be like, they looked at us like, y'all dumb.
Right.
Like, so you gonna keep messing with him, and he just, and he messing with me
Hello.
too. And, you know, so we got to look at it from a different perspective in life. And right. I think that we got to look at it from like a different perspective. And even like, so like the year you were born and the years you were coming up, and then I was coming up in the 90s, you know, I was a teenager in the 90s. And yeah, and you were a teenager in another period. And then they were teenagers in the 2000s, and they were, you know what I'm saying? So we got to think about, you know, because it always been the city girls. Because back in the day, the city girls was Trina.
Hello.
It was Adina
Right.
Howard.
Right.
It was it was Total. It
Yes.
was, you know, we had our own city girls back in the day. And so ain't nothing changed under the sun as far as music. So we can't say that changed things. It's just the fact of like, and I tell people this all the time, like, there's two brothers, and one brother's an alcoholic, and one brother never drunk a day in his life. And a therapist was like, why are you an alcoholic? And he was like, because my father's an alcoholic. And he asked the other brother, why have you never drunk in your life? And he was like, because my father's an alcoholic, right?
Right.
And to debunk that means it doesn't matter about your upbringing. You could have had a effed up mom, a effed up dad, no mama, no daddy, adopted. You choose as you get older to look at the perspective that you know, you could look and be like, that wasn't right what he did, or that wasn't right what she did, and I don't want to be like that. Or that's going to be your driving, determining factor in life, too. You don't agree?
I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying I feel like it's not that easy to just say that you don't choose, because you got to think certain traumas that happen to you, you can't just choose to say, okay, this trauma is free from me. Because it's going to affect you regardless, no matter how you look at it. And that's something you can't just take from yourself. It's a healing process that you got to go through to go get rid of that. And it's nothing else that you can.
But when are you going to start doing your healing process? Because even when you're a child, this stuff is not your fault when something's happened to you. Like, it's not your fault that this person left or that person was mean to you. Like, I got beat with extension cords. Like, I got one sister in Minnesota that don't talk to my mom at all. But I talk to my mama every day, and she still beat us both with extension cords. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, my mama beat the shit out of us. Like,
Right,
talk about
right.
the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But see how you heal from that is, have you ever talked to your mama about that?
Yeah.
Did you tell her about it? And see, this is what I'm saying. The healing only comes from where it started
She
from.
denies it.
Even if she, but listen though, you see the thing is, have you forgave her though?
Huh?
Have you forgave her?
Yeah. You know why I forgive her?
Like solely?
Because hell yeah, you know why? Because she didn't have to have me.
Right.
And at the end of the day, she still created me. And I'm gonna say this, my sister in Minnesota, she don't like that she was so hard on us. I be like, damn, I'm glad she was hard on me. I'm glad I did get whoopings. I'm glad she did snatch me up. I'm glad she did, because it made me different. Like, it made me understand discipline. So like, I can get pulled over and the police officer can be screaming at me, and I can be like, sir, what was you? My father was very militant, you know what I'm saying? And my mama was very strict. Yeah. So I can take that and I can cry, or I can be like, who is you talking to? You ain't talking to me. Or I could be like, okay, sir, I understand you angry right now, but is you gonna give me a ticket? Because I done been in way bigger trouble than this. Right. So you gonna give my ticket and I'm pull off, or what we doing? I'm getting out the car? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know what we doing next.